All right, back here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, Lambeau Field. We got the athletic director at Boise State, Jeramiah Dickey, nice enough to join us for a couple of minutes. We're, T-minus an hour and counting here, the NFL draft. You've done some cool things as athletic director. This has got to rank up there pretty high.
Absolutely, especially for a kid like Ash. To be present and to get to see him earlier, BJ, and his family. I love these guys. More than they probably even know. And I'm just really proud of him and happy. And to be here and experience this with him is amazing.
Just to see all the people. I mean, heck, there's even some Boise State fans over here. I mean, just like I said, when you get into this business, going to the NFL draft in Green Bay, Wisconsin probably wasn't one of the things at the top of your list, but it's got to be pretty cool.
No, it's extremely cool. And sometimes, you need things like this to provide some perspective. Our job isn't easy, and it's not doom and gloom, but, Spencer and I and Coots on our way here, we were talking about, like, how awesome is this? Maybe in my career I've had 3 first-round picks, and so you're talking about 25 almost years of me being in this industry. And so you got to enjoy these moments, and it makes some of the harder days worth it.
Why was it important for you to want to be here?
He's one of our student athletes, and our job is to prepare him for life, and I feel like Ashton is absolutely prepared. And I want these guys to know, I don't care if they get drafted or not and what round and whatever. They are Broncos. Once a Bronco, always a Bronco. I will always have their back. I love them to death, and I want to support them.
When do you remember thinking, wow, this guy might be pretty special?
That first game last year, we knew he was good, right? But in that first game against Georgia Southern, it was – some of the things he did, and I don't remember what the total yards were, but after the game, I remember Spencer and I talking and saying, wow, JD, like, we got something special
I remember 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, and it was, he was a machine. And, and he just kept building over the course of the season. And so, what we get to see behind closed doors versus what everyone else gets to see, and for him to do that in a situation like that, and then become ultimately the Heisman candidate, and someone I think who still should have won the Heisman.
Yeah.
But it was what an amazing season.
The way he's represented, Boise State in this process, and the Heisman, he was the only guy wearing his Boise State gear out there in Times Square, and just all the interviews, and he's just been respectable. You never had to worry about him getting in trouble or anything.
Yeah.
Just the way that it's worked out, that he's represented Boise State the way he has. What can you say about that?
Yeah, what more can you ask for? I'm so fortunate to lead a group of young men and women and across the board 350-plus student athletes. And for him to represent us on the biggest stage, we are the front porch of Idaho. And what he's done for our brand, what he's doing for us tonight, and every time we were just sitting there and eating, and every time Ashton came up and our logo and them talking about Boise, Idaho, that's powerful stuff, and it makes me extremely proud to be at a place that it matters, and I know Bronco Nation appreciates it.
And for him to have, I know it's kind of overplayed, as we've said, the whole took less money, stayed, whatever. I know everybody in Boise's tired of hearing about that, but the fact that he's going to go up there and be Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty, and the fact that forever, he'll be, whenever you guys get around, we give you crap for the statues and all that. But whenever that comes, he's now on that Mount Rushmore. He's there forever.
For sure.
The way it's worked out for both sides here, it's got to be pretty cool.
I think he's a great example of value over currency. Ashton knew what his in game was, and he bet on himself. He bet on us and the experience, and we have an elite experience, and our job is to prepare these kids for life. And I can't ask for a better head coach than Spencer Danielson, and just how he represents, and ultimately guys like Ashton, Ahmed, and it's endless. And how powerful is that? Not many student athletes, and you see these guys, but I also know, like when we were at the Heisman ceremony, a lot of those guys transferred multiple times.
Yeah.
And to have a kid that his legacy mattered, he cared about the community, and he is on that Mount Rushmore of Boise State student athletes, and that makes me just so happy for him and how today's going to end up for him. How awesome is this?
Yeah, and he was the only one of the finalists that didn't transfer. But to have him walk across the stage here in an hour, to have him shaking Roger Goodell's hand, to have your head coach in the green room, just what is this moment like for Boise State? And I know Mike Prater had the 12 headlines in Boise State history a couple of weeks ago. I'm not asking you to rank it, but this is certainly up there. He'll be the highest pick ever from Boise State.
Yeah.
Everything he's done, he keeps adding to it. But this is one of the bigger nights in the history of this program.
That absolutely is. And you guys hear me say it a lot. We are a Power 4 program, and if People can believe it or they don't have to. I really don't care. I know who we are, and I know what we represent. And having the experience we did this year with Heisman and CFP and our success, and then to have Ashton walk across that stage, like you said, and be the highest pick, you can come to Boise State and you can be a part of something epic. And belief is a powerful thing, and I believe so much in our staff and in our student athletes and in our community in Bronco Nation that hopefully they're appreciating this, because this is a big part of them being fans. And, I hope they take some time tonight to realize how lucky and blessed we are.
The final question, that Pac-12 no, I'm just kidding. Just how do you just sum this up? Put this into words for you, for this program. You're here. I mean, I don't know if you just have dreamt about this night for the last couple of months, but it's finally here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just to be standing here in Green Bay, Wisconsin at the NFL draft. It's a pretty surreal moment right now, isn't it?
You took the words out of my mouth. It's surreal, and I get emotional, but a lot of hard work has gone into this on Ashton's part and these coaches' parts, and starting with his recruitment to where we are today, and his trust and faith in the process and trusting the process. It is surreal, and it's I keep saying it, BJ. I couldn't imagine 4 years ago when I was walking into a situation that I really had no idea, and now I'm sitting here 4 years in, and we are truly accomplishing something epic, and it's because of student athletes like Ashton and the man he is, but we have so many others that I'm just so grateful and honored and humbled to be the AD at a place like this.
Well, we appreciate you. I know you're busy, so we'll let you get back to it. But stop making your way through the thousands of people.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
it's
pretty
insane.
The crowd is pretty crazy here, so we appreciate you coming over here and chatting with us, and we'll see you back in Boise.
Thank you, BJ. Thank you for being here, and go Broncos.
We had Spencer Danielson. Here's Jeramiah Dickey. More coverage to come here in Green Bay at the NFL Draft on Bronco Nation News, BroncoNationNews.com.